Hi guys! Today we're looking at a book called Windows, Rings, and Grapes, A Look at Different Shapes by Brian P. Cleary. And this first page says, Shape, the form or outline of an object. A shape is a form. It's how something looks, with a top and a middle and a bottom. And knowing about them all, inside and out, they're easy to name when you spot them. What shape is on this page? A circle. A circle is round, like the dot on this gown. Like a hula hoop, pie, or some rings. The door on this dryer, or a bicycle tire, the circle forms all of these things. Can you find any circles around your house? I have one right here. It's my mirror. There's not one straight line in a circle's design. It's just a continuous bend. It's looped and it's curved, and when closely observed, you'll find no beginning or end. If two dogs would fetch one, then lengthen and stretch one, an oval would be its new shape. Like this rug on the floor, and you could make more if you outlined an egg or this grape. Do you see any ovals around your house? Most racetracks are oval. If one day you go, you'll note stretches that aren't quite as round. These straightaway places are perfect for races with no curves to make you slow down. When three straight lines meet, the result is quite neat. A triangle shape will be formed. This nice slice of pizza he's trying to heat's a triangular treat being warmed. That sign that says yield where the road meets that field, well, that's a triangle as well. These earrings that dangle are each a triangle because both have three sides, you can tell. There's three sides and there's also three corners on a triangle. So just as a tricycle has three wheels and a triceratops has three sharp horns, triangles have both three sides and three corners, so try to remember those forms. What about this shape? This window, the map, the shade of your old house hat, this map or this mouse pad. Each one of these shapes is a square. The form is four-sided, and when it's divided, you'll find four more squares inside there. See how they took the big square and cut it into four little squares? The corners all look like the edge of this book, a bit like an uppercase L. The sides have to be all the same length, like the windows of this new hotel. If two sides were smaller and the other two taller, what shape do you get? A rectangle is what you'd call it. It's the shape of this doorway, this postcard from Norway, this screen and a check and this wallet. Like a square, only wider, this billboard for cider is rectangular in its shape. Like a square, only taller, so is this wall or the frame for this fine painted ape. So when you see shapes on the carpet or drapes, on your lunchbox or backpack or games, you'll know what to call everyone, big or small, because you'll know each of their names. What shapes do you see in this picture? Let's see if you can find each shape that we talked about. Can you find a circle, a triangle, a square, and a rectangle? Circle, triangle, square, rectangle. You can pause it now to look. Now let's start with circle. I see a couple different ones. I spy a circle that is purple. It's probably the first one you noticed. This big ball looks like a yoga ball or an exercise ball. It's a circle. Can you find two or three more circles? There's some on this chair. And I noticed this person's shirt has circles. the checker pieces. All right, now look for triangles. I see 3, maybe 4 types of triangles. I spy a triangle that is orange. Right up here. I also spy green triangles on the wallpaper, or I guess they're drapes. And I almost missed this one, a blue triangle on her suitcase. And maybe the pieces of the bow are triangles too. All right, now look for squares. This first one's kind of tricky. This outer shape is a square, even though there's a triangle inside of it. You have to look at the outside of the shape. So there's one here, another brown one, and one on the inside. These are squares. I think that might be all of the squares. What's this shape on his shirt? It's a rectangle, and then there's another one right up here in that picture frame again, the bigger rectangle. And her briefcase is even a rectangle. What about these green spots on the floor? What shape could those be? If you caught them, you're super smart. Give yourself a pat on the back. These are ovals. I didn't even mention those ones. Let's keep going. So what is a triangle? What is a rectangle? What is a square? What is a circle? What is an oval? Do you know? Well, let's talk about them again. A triangle has 3 sides and 3 corners. A rectangle has 4 sides and 4 corners. A square also has 4 sides and 4 corners. The corners are right angles and they're all equal sizes. It means they're the same size. If they're not the same, then it's not a square. A circle is perfectly round and has no corners. An oval is a shape like an egg. It's not perfectly round and it has no corners. And that is the end. Sorry about that pop-up there, if it recorded it. All right, friends. Thank you for joining me. I'll see you soon.